I've been very lucky enough. I mean, not just to have you on the podcast now, but Joe Elliott, Rick Allen was on about a month ago, and I do something on this podcast. If you're not familiar, Appetite for Distortion. I have a Guns N' Roses theme just to be different. Everybody and their mother has a podcast. I want to be a little different, so I call it a 6 degrees of GN'R bacon. So I've asked that of Phil, I've asked that of Joe, and of course, Def Leppard has been on some festivals. Rick Allen talked about his friendship with Matt Sorum. So I guess I'm curious. Do you have a good 6 degrees of GN'R bacon story? Are you friendly with any of the guys? Maybe an old school story, seeing them live. Just something that we may not know about you and your connection to Guns N' Roses.
I actually don't really. I mean, I've met Slash a few times. I've met Duff, super nice guys. But I don't really, no, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
But I don't live in LA anymore. I live in New Hampshire last several years, and even before then, when I was living in LA, I mean, I didn't get out much, to be honest, So I never met a lot of celebs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit of a homebody myself. That's why this pandemic, I mean, obviously it's terrible, but it's been a blessing in disguise for hermits like me. But I guess it's a nice segue, because we were just talking about the little time that maybe you have to practice and going on stage and fine-tuning things. So I'm going back a few years now to find my 6 degrees of GN'R bacon. Of course, one of your first shows with Def Leppard was the Freddie Mercury tribute, correct?
Yeah, that's right. They played at that, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you could, do you have any stories from that, or just talk about that experience of playing that just iconic concert, the Freddie Mercury tribute concert?
Yeah, it was all quite surreal because there were so many celebrities there. I mean, I remember, there were like supermodels wandering the halls, just you'd be walking by people and, you think I recognize that person. And then you realize that they're an A-list actress or something, and, Elton John came into our dressing room to say hello. That doesn't happen every day, obviously the guys from Queen, we've known Brian May has been a great champion of Def Leppard over the years. And, he kind of looked after us a lot that day and even got up on stage with us and played, so that it was just a very, very surreal sort of a day. It wasn't your typical Saturday.
No, it was not your typical Saturday. It's a very well put. Very well put.